Hello, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4 with Westphalia. So, we're just at war with Italy for now. I'm also in the American War for Independence, but I don't really care about that. That will succeed. I have no qualms. Let's get this a soldiers' households. But what I am bothered about is gaining the Balkans off Italy. So, let's have a little look at what kind of the peace deal would look like and how much it would cost. Just so I get an idea. Something like... Right, so... Be up to there. It would be a 70 war score deal. I mean, I could also maybe get the island of Crete, but I'm less bothered about that right now. So yeah, I can do it in one war here. It will just be... somewhat cost consuming in terms of war score costs, not like actual cost. So yeah, I guess we let time tick by and I'll just siege them down. Coburger separatists. Damn, if only I still had my mercs, eh? I could have dealt with that. Anyway, let's... Do I want to bang the fort on Como? I remember that I said I was going to leave the last two offensive ideas because I want to grab individual creeds to do them at the same time. So let's just allow things to progress as they currently are. Honestly, I'm going to go siege, I don't know, Parma. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Parma ham, but I'm sure I'm sure that it's liked by many. So this fort I think I will bang. I don't want to spend too many points on it, but I'm willing to spend some, that much is true. Let's bring this army around the back as reinforcements. I feel like they're going to try and come at me when I go to Como or Waldstadt. They're already going for Spain, it looks like. And I think enough time has now elapsed for France to be unable to join this war. So I'm also content with that. The plan will be to make Italy annul alliances with France as well. So let's add 10 to the war score on this. Yeah, I'm still fine. I'm still fine. Even if Castile peace out, that just means that I can make sure everything's under my control, but honestly right now I'm doing okay. All the Italians are stepping in. Castile might lose both battles here. Nope, no, they won the one in Charter. They just lost the smaller battle of theirs. No worries. So you can see that I've now gone back to being under my gov cap limits, so I'm rather thankful for that. However, I could still do with more gov cap spare, so let's just spend some of this corruption loans that I said that I wouldn't want to be taking, I wanted to stop taking out, and let's put them in. What do you mean Danzig only gives like nothing? Danzig's normally really good, so why did that just say plus 0.05? That's kind of crazy. Anyway, that's a good amount of gov cap to gain back. Let's maybe bring this into Cremona. Remove its zone of control rule that it has placed on it. Still going for another nice battle, thank you. Italy's got to go around the houses to reinforce that one. Thanks, Castile. Nice snipe. Nice snipe. Also, what's great about this war is because it's just Italy, I know I can super focus stuff. In other words, there's no other targets in the war. I can just go entirely for their mainland. Be totally fine. Annul treaties with France, I mentioned also is going to be part of the deal here, so I'm probably going to need to complete all the sieges that I have on the go for now. That's what I would gamble if I were a gambling man. And then probably another one on top. Or at least a reclamation of some provinces. And that's a little annoying right there. We'll go send the super crappy stack. Well, not that it's super crappy, it's more that it's just lost a lot of men. Let's put that in. Also, I would like to stop the army in Constantinople. Thank you very much. So yeah, the plan next will be to take... Maybe I take the German lands from France before I take other bits of France, but I don't know. I've got quite a lot of claims everywhere. That should be helpful. Also, let's stop in on the fort that they're trying to besiege while I make my way to Constantinople. The Commonwealth fort will... the Commonwealth Separatists' occupation will besiege itself thanks to my forts. They're the words I was trying to use. Apologies. Being a derp as usual. And you're trying to siege back Rome. Well, how about you don't? Also, this didn't actually go to the Constantinople fort. So let's take out the bigger amount of units. And then the smaller stack will take out the Constantinople siege. Let's get this going. Italy's going to lose some units here. They're going to have a whole lot less enthusiasm. And then they should realistically piece me out. I mean, they're currently at 64 war score with low enthusiasm. Anytime soon. Not too far away. Let's go take out your units that are sieging me back. And I might have to go deal with them in, say, Calais as well. So this stack here can do that job. Quite frankly. But yeah, the more I take out, the more they'll lose. Which of course means they'll have less enthusiasm, so I don't mind. So let's reinforce into that province because it's on a mountain fort. I just want to make sure that I win. Yeah, see you later. That's a stack wipe. I'm very close now. 95 to 111. Okay. Not bad. I know they're also sieging my provinces down, but remember, I am gaining more. Or rather, I'm gaining more than I'm losing. And of course, I'm getting stuff back in my favour. So that's pretty good. My losses for this war are also fairly somewhat negligible. Just because my monthly manpower is absolutely just bossing it out here and doing an amazing job of keeping everything up. Also, look at all my training fields that I've got to go. Like, there's so many training fields, that's just going to propel me forward. And yeah, Italy's forts are such a high tier that they've got to spend a lot of units to get it back, which honestly is its own weird self-detriment to upgrading your forts. Right, a couple month ticks and making sure they don't occupy this stuff back. And I should be good. Come on, stop the 37k here. They can't actually get to me due to zone of control. aka the fort they're sitting on is actually stopping them. So close. 94 to 101. It was slightly higher in my favour earlier, but that's only because I've lost a few men and they took a couple of my forts. That might be enough of a swing, actually. Let's have a look. Very close, 94 to 99. Our truce with France has ended. Isn't that convenient? France are next on the firing line, so that's pretty good. Right. They will now piece me out. I will do that. I will also take money. That's looking rather nice, if I do say so myself. Now the goal, of course, will be to bring these two armies over to here. Also, I just remembered I need to do my usual. Okay, nice. Order is restored. Man, I can't wait for Wilds to come out. Note that, like, it's only a few days from the day of which I'm recording this. So by now you'd have seen probably a whole spew of Monster Hunter streams from me. And I'm sure I'm probably loving it. So this 43k will come and sit down here in, say, Epirus. Or is there someone with a better supply limit around here? Probably this province here of Split. Just so that when it reinforces it stays at the thing. So France pieced out on its own. 13 colonies are still just about winning. Oh, France is still in this war. Sorry, it's that Portugal got pieced out, not France. Okay. I derped out there. Which of course means I can't actually fight France yet. I have to wait until I'm no longer in this war. Which, I mean, can be done in a couple ways, to be honest. I could peace out myself and then attack France. Or I can wait for them to actually gain their independence, which is kind of what I want to happen. France are there now. Yeah, my involvement is minimal. Me leaving the war would, and attacking France would, incentivize France to bring their units back to fight me and peace out with England and let America deal with their own problems. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Oh, this hasn't actually been put onto rebel suppression. Genius. Absolute genius move, chef's kiss. Something like this. And I do need to keep on top of Romania. There we go. That's looking okay to me. They'll deal with the Greek separatists. And before I declare war on France, I've just remembered, Saints Accept Prayers goes, Individual Creeds kicks in, I finish up offensive ideas, and let's get some policies. I'm going to eventually probably get rid of espionage. Potentially. I'm still on the edge of that thought. But it may be that espionage is dropped in favour of being able to take trade early. To be honest. At the moment, espionage isn't really... I said that the aggressive expansion impact is cool and that the siege ability is nice. But the aggressive expansion impact is now just a number, and I've got offensive to offset getting rid of espionage. So, who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind about changing my mind. All I know is for now, I can simply leave it. I don't have to get rid of it immediately. Nothing says, oh, I've got to get rid of this before anything else can happen. Heck no. So, GB are currently sieging down 13 colonies. Oh no, they're going for the capital. Uh-oh. This could be bad. You know what? Oh no. I'm all of a sudden piecing out of their war. What a shame. Anyway, I suppose I better attack France in a minute then. I've lost basically back to 0. So this can get ready to descend upon the French. Their new capital, as I noticed when they were my ally, is Maine. So now, when normally England have to cede Maine to France, France might end up ceding Maine to Westphalia. I'd also probably want to get rid of this French-Germany business. Like, that needs to be cream. Yeah, that needs to definitely be cream. Not blue. Aragon are probably going for the reconquest of Girona now that they've been well and thoroughly trounced. Italian-Aragonese imperialist war. Oh, no. Italy's going for Aragon. I thought they were just carpe dieming. So, Italy's also at war with AH. No worries. I did also get rid of AH's staunch allies, so that makes it easy for them, I suppose. So, Commonwealth would join. I did not realise they re-allied the Commonwealth, or whatever. So, just maybe. I mean, I'm not going to stop them from... I'm not going to not do the war, but I will tell them to break alliance with France. Trust towards Westphalia, -48. The negative trust against me and the positive trust with France means that they do not want to just, you know, not be in the war. So, let's declare war on you with Castile helping. Scandinavia is 1, 2, 2, 3 in debt. I'm actually going to accept that. Like, for real. Hopefully Scandinavia can pay down some of their debts with that. Okay, they took 900 ducats off me, right? So they want another approximately 400 ducats. Let's just sort them out and get them in this war without having to... To be fair, they'd probably go in once they realise that I'm at war with the Commonwealth, to be quite frank. But let's just do it like this. Call in both. Go for... There's quite a few nationalism CB provinces, because that's all this and this. You know what? I was going to say let's just imperialism instead, but I think I'm actually interested in imperialism here. Nationalism here. Let's take Bresgal. That's definitely enough provinces for me to consider it. Or is it? I mean, this is 75 cost on the whole. That's 50% for... Actually, I mean, that might be nearer 100% with all this. You know what, let's just make it a nationalism. I've also said before that nationalism is kind of a more fun CB than imperialism, so... Let's just do it like this. Quite honestly. So Castile and Commonwealth will help me with Castile and Scandinavia will help me with Commonwealth and France. I can take more provinces. Also, after building more town halls, you can see I'm now looking pretty nicely under. What about state houses? Frankfurt and Cologne. Do Frankfurt and Cologne have... Right, you've got that. Yes, so I can actually put state houses in Frankfurt and Cologne. Good. That's actually going to be worth it. One benefit to keeping espionage for sure is that I've still got my spy network up nice and high and quickly. With France, it's not a problem. So yeah, let's have a look here. Commonwealth are going for one of my forts. I don't mind. General Gunther. Okay, well, you can give me a new guy who's just going to mysteriously teleport to the 1k dudes. Don't ask how, don't ask why. Just know that they're there. Right, natural scientist dies. We mourn their loss. And I think I'm going to try some re-rolling here, actually. I want a malleable dude. Maybe I'll take that tax modifier I left alive. Or left in the court. As a potential. Ah, whatever, I'll just hold enter through that. And I'd rather do this. This guy's malleable. And he's of the right culture to... Well, I suppose the right culture to promote, sorry. I was thinking straight. So I think as part of the peace deal I'll make Commonwealth and no alliance with France and that's it. Maybe also money. Then I can attack Commonwealth in a bit. Italy, I have a truce until 1706. Oh boy. We come up to the... Well, we're in the last 130 years of the game right now. So, I was about to say we're coming up to the last 100 years of the game, but there's 130 left to go right now. And Castile are getting their teeth kicked in by France because... reasons. Nice. Oh well. Oh, probably because their troops are still outweighing away from previous wars. Might be something to do with it. And yeah, I probably should turn a stack back around to go fight the Commonwealth. How about you? I mean, they're probably going to siege that fort they're currently sieging, but that guy can definitely go help. A truce with Württemberg has ended. I don't really care, but that's cool. I mean, I care from a point of view of taking their land. Oh, independent supported by France. Awesome. So I can take a 100% peace deal. Kind of just whack through Württemberg. Truce reset using Württemberg. Nice. That's actually pretty convenient. Who knows, maybe they'll remove the guarantee. I kind of hope not though. Also, what would a peace deal for land that's entirely free for me be? This is only looking at the provinces that cost me none dip. Sure, I'm not quite as fussed about my dip now, but it would be nice. Okay, that's 117.8% overextension. So yeah, the rest of the war score will be a humiliation, maybe. Actually, just realised they're my rival. I can take a whole bunch of land that's all free, and humiliate them, and take a smidge of money. Then I truce reset them. That's good. Also, I'll make it my mission to click the button to reduce the development in the provinces. Concentrate development are the words you're looking for, that you were struggling for, by the way. So yeah, I'll concentrate development, meaning that it shouldn't be over 100%, hopefully. Or if it is, oh well, it won't be like that for long. Also, Trebizond have got bigger. Cologne separatists. Tuscany's in a coalition, and Landshut are in a coalition. And Memmingen are in a coalition. Oh boy. We almost have like 6 provinces of people worth in the coalition now. Damn. It's almost intimidating. Good job, Scandinavia. Regensburg is in the coalition. Yeah, they're about 5 provinces on their own. Ooh. This is getting real difficult now. So, Dip Tech is kind of completely irrelevant for the rest of the game, kinda. My trade's not great, so the trade efficiency percentages will help. But, I'm not going to overspend on the Dip Tech here. Let's find some decent little textile and... I mean, I scrolled away from some of the better ones. Or cheaper ones, not necessarily better. Then let's grab you. Yeah, do The Hague, Brunswick, lovely stuff. There we go. Yeah, I'm just not gonna overinvest into my Dip Tech when I don't need to. That's all my stipulation is. My income is also looking rather nice. Big fan of that. So let's just whack out some more training fields. That will just be further offsetting my attritions, etc, etc. So once I siege down Bessarabia, I will go up for the north. Always taking the devotion over the prestige in them instances. This stack is the rebel stomping stack, so that needs to stay as it is, actually. It looks out of place, but it's very much not out of place. Is what I'm trying to get to. But yeah, the coalition won't be much. Italy can't join it because peace. Austria won't want to join it because war. Commonwealth can't join it because, well, they're in my war. So yeah, we're looking fine. Constanza's entered the coalition, fine. Also, I just realised I almost actually took Court and Country. Like, it almost fired. Wouldn't be a bad thing if it had fired. It's a rather easily navigatable disaster, but the sooner I... Well, actually, if I'm able to ignore it, the better that I can ignore it. If that makes any sense. I don't know. The concept of that makes sense in my head. So let's head up here. One to you, one to you. The Trade League of Butuan has disbanded. Oh no. So Castile were also fighting Butuan. Okay. Yep, that's understandable. And you're trying to siege back Maine. I'm gonna keep on no, not Montpellier, sorry. I'm gonna keep on Avignon. Because that's kind of a bigger fort. As usual, France haven't put a fort on their capital. So that's easy enough to take back. Whereas I'm currently sitting on a level 6 or something fort. Yeah, level 6. That's a lot harder to break. Speaking of break, let's take a break in the recording, as it were. So yeah, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.